Many people think if you have the diagnosis of cancer, you have to have chemotherapy. You do have to have chemotherapy for certain treatments. You might have to have a combination of chemotherapy and radiotherapy, but you might just have to have radiotherapy.
We use high energy X-ray beams to treat cancer patients either externally or internally.
The more sort of commonly understood ways of treating patients with linear accelerators, where we treat them by rotating a big machine around their body and firing in at the cancer from that point of view.
So here at Derriford we provide a number of regional and specialist services which include our brachytherapy service.
Brachytherapy is an internal form of radiotherapy, so it's delivered with a physical source that is placed within an applicator inside of a patient.
Stereotactic radiosurgery is a peninsular service covering from Bristol down to Land's End. Patients are referred from Northern Devon, Exeter, Torbay, Truro to us for treatment to brain metastasis from other primaries. So we are the specialist centre. There's not many centres in the UK.
So if you are to receive radiotherapy treatment, you'll be referred to the radiotherapy department. It starts with a CT scan, which allows us to plan your radiotherapy treatment. We then take that CT scan and our colleagues in the radiotherapy planning department, along with the doctors, will plan how we want to treat your cancer.
We're the sort of hidden team behind the sort of pre-treatment part. So we actually model the radiation dose within the patient and make a patient-specific plan by balancing the dose that the doctor wants to achieve to the tumour, but also preserving the organs at risk and the normal tissue of the patient.
Some of our job is patient-facing, some of it's in front of the computer actually designing the treatment, and then we also work closely with the physics team who measure the plans before they go near the patients, so we know it's safe before we do anything with the live patient in front of us.
So once a plan is produced, it is checked by the radiographers to make sure they're happy with it all, and then it goes to the radiotherapy linacs when the patient comes for their first day of treatment.
I'm kind of front of house. As soon as they come in, I meet and greet, and then they come through to the treatment area and I just try and keep their spirits up and have a laugh and support.
So we do an on-set chat with them, go through what to expect within the treatment, make sure they know how to do their preparation if that's required. We do their blood tests and things for them as well. Show them around the department so they know exactly where they're going. We're there every day with them throughout their treatment. So the minute they come into us to the minute they leave and they ring that bell.
So in the mould room we make head shells for patients and they're designed to keep them still during their treatment.
A thermoplastic head shell starts off as a flat plastic sheet with poppers on the side which we pop into a frame on the bed. It goes into a hot water bath and it comes out like a consistency of cooked pasta. So we dry that off, give it a stretch, and then we stretch it over the patient, clip it to the bed, and then we contour it to the facial features of the patient while the patient is in the shell. It sounds scary, but there's lots of holes in there. The patients can breathe. We're always there reassuring.
Throughout their journey, depending on their site, they might have reviews by radiographers or doctors or dietitian and speech and language therapists, and it's part of our job within that MDT to coordinate their treatment and make sure that they are given the best care that they need.
We know that in an ideal world you don't really want to be here, so if we can at least make that process a happier and enjoyable is a strong word, a more tolerable journey, then we will.
So the new radiotherapy extension will not only bring us enhanced facilities, but it will also give the staff more opportunities. We have a great bunch of staff that work with us and they have very special skill sets. They're very dedicated, they're very committed, but most of all they're compassionate, and this will give them the opportunity to develop in the ways that they've wanted to develop over many years.